Hi there guys, so Tristan here for my vlog. Oh, I was totally about to say Novawing 24 again. Anyway, so yeah, hi, welcome to the second of my personal vlogs. So this time not from my car and from home. So I know I kind of promised that I was going to do like a bit more of a background in-depth kind of what am I doing kind of video. And I suppose this is possibly kind of going to flow into that, but some stuff's happened in the last like few hours, which has been really cool, really exciting, and I need to share it with someone because, you know, I'm batshit crazy. Well, that was kind of already certifiable and like known, but you know, kind of really proven it now. Anyway, so cool story. Um, okay, so okay, there is going to be a little bit of background in this video. So background is, for anybody who's been following my Novawing 24 persona, you'll know that randomly, every now and again, I will go off and I will go away and I will do Spartan races. So I'll bugger off for a weekend or a week or whatever, and I'll go off and I'll do some Spartan races, get very muddy, very dirty, very sore, and do it just because. Um, then at the start of this year, I kind of sort of went, okay, I need a different challenge. I did 3 trifectas last year. I did 2 in Australia and 1 in Hawaii. And I was kind of like, okay, well, you know, I've done the Hawaii, I've done the Spartan trifecta thing. I didn't do the Ultra Beast, but yeah, I did the Spartan trifecta thing. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm kind of bored now. What can I do differently? What can I do that's different? So, for a personal reason, it was influenced, and it was sort of, you know, proposed, and it was suggested that maybe I look at, and I was kind of captivated the idea of let's do a triathlon. Um, so triathlon is swim, bike, run. So it's a swim leg followed by a bike leg followed by a running leg. So it's also, you know, Ironmans, Ironmans, half Ironmans. They're triathlons. They're just specific distance ones. Um, and I thought, you know what? Why the hell not? Let's do that. Here's the cool part of that story, though. The cool part of that story is the fact that I couldn't ride a bike. I just never learnt. I didn't. It wasn't a thing that I did as a kid. Um, my parents tried. Full credit to them. Full credit to them. They tried. They tried you know, they got me a bike when I was like 4 or something. Tried to get me to ride it, and it just didn't interest me. I just didn't care. I always figured I'd be like, you know, I'm either going to walk to where I need to go, or I'm going to be driven to where I need to go, or I'm going to get public transport, or whatever. I just never had a need to ride a bike. So I was like, okay, let's do a triathlon. I need to learn to ride a bike. So yeah, anyway, so I'm going to skip over this part because there's some really funny stories and some really interesting pictures from when I was trying to learn to ride a bike earlier this year. Anyway, but here was the thing. Okay, I need a goal. I figured out that I need to work towards something. I need to commit to something to work towards something, whatever. So when I first sort of decided, okay, I'm going to do a triathlon. I thought, okay, what can I sign up for that gives me that's a, at the time I thought realistic goal, and was like, let's work towards that. So I looked around and it was like, okay, cool. There's the Noosa Triathlon coming up in November. So I'm talking about this back in January, right? And I figured, okay, I looked into it and it was like, cool. No, I went to cool. No worries, I'll sign up to that. It was sold out, and I was like, okay, that's a bit odd. I have since found out that Noosa Tri is like one of the like premier events on the Australian calendar, and is exceedingly hard to get into. It sells out in like minutes. Like you know, this is the epic concert of the triathlon world in Australia. Anyway, I had no idea about this. I just sort of went, it's relatively close by, and it's a reasonable time away. Let's do it. I now also realize how hard an Olympic distance triathlon actually is. But awesome story. Anyway, so I thought, okay, well, okay, fine. I'll just put my. And they offered a wait list, and I was like, okay, I'll put my name on a wait list. Now, wait lists are those things where like every like major event has them, but and you see it, and you're like, okay, but it's like nobody ever knows anybody who's ever actually, you know, been on the wait list and actually ended up going to the event. It just doesn't happen, particularly not something like Noosa. Like Noosa's huge. Anyway, long story short, I put my name down for it and kind of forgot about it. I then started actually, learning to ride a bike and starting to swim and run, rather than just do trail running. Starting to do road running. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of fitness I need to work on here. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought. So I thought, okay, this is cool. I'll do a couple of like sprint distance tries and whatever. And then I was sort of like, okay, so I committed to doing my first Olympic distance try as Mooloolaba in March 2018. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll do a couple of sprint ones this year at the sort of October, November 17. So I'd still do at least one this year. So I'd do at least one this year to complete my goal. But the Olympic distance stuff and half Ironman and Ironman stuff, that can wait till 18, 19, whatever. Anyway, so I got an email yesterday saying the waitlist is closed. Yeah, no shit. Here's a link and a like 2 day, and at the time you can activate this link as of 11 a.m. tomorrow. And there's a limited number of slots available, first in basis. If you get in, you're lucky. If you don't, too bad. This is your one and only shot at getting an extra ticket. I'm looking at the email going, bullshit. Like, this is bullshit. Anyway, apparently not bullshit. So, today, at the allotted time, I watched the time tick over. I clicked the link. It was open. I've registered. I'm doing my first Olympic distance triathlon in November. I am a complete idiot. Like, what the hell? As I said, this is a guy who in February couldn't ride a bike. I still can't really ride a bike. I'm a hack at best. But yeah, there you go. Cool story. So that's what I'm getting up to this year, is training my ass off because I now have an Olympic distance triathlon to do in 5 months from now. Oh shit. Literally like to the day. Oh crap. It's really sinking in how much of an idiot I really am. Not going to lie. Anyway, so other than that, also managed to do a 1k PB tonight of going into tonight, just come back from the group that I run with. Going into tonight was 5k, 5 minute flat. I then did a 4:47 and then I did a 4:37 tonight. So got my 1k time down. Yay! So yeah, really cool. Anyway, but yeah, as I said, I just wanted to share that I'm going off to do Noosa Try. I am a complete idiot, I really am. So, anyway, stay tuned on my personal vlog channel as I go through the trials and tribulations of Tristan trying to get ready for triathlons. As I said, this is just a bit of an update one. Wanted to share this one with you, because, yeah, as I said, it's kind of cool, kind of big. I guess I just realized that I kind of just... Actually, before I go, I probably should actually talk to you guys about why all this stuff is really big and really real. So, yeah, I have this thing. This thing, okay, it literally is attached to me. I have this thing sort of trying to, like, hold it up to camera somewhere. There we go. Yeah, that thing. Okay, so this thing is an insulin pump, right? This is my pancreas. My pancreas stopped working for my 13th. It was said, happy 13th birthday, I'm going to stop working. So I'm a type 1 diabetic. I'm an insulin dependent type 1 diabetic, which means that I was on injections for what, almost 15 years. 15, actually, longer than that. I think almost 20 years. And then I've been on pump now for 4 years. And I just went through a lot of time. Like you said, it's a lot of things about being a diabetic. It's a lot harder to manage, and I'll cover a lot of that on the vlog as well. There's a lot of perception issues around diabetes, particularly type 1. There's a lot of perception issues, and I really want to hopefully can maybe that can be part of this vlog, is actually sort of breaking down some of those barriers and actually showing that you can do stuff. Because I went through a lot of my life being told I can't do stuff, and a big part of my last couple of years for me, and doing the kind of fitness stuff, and doing the obstacle course racing, doing the Spartan races, and now doing triathlon, is simply because I got sick of people telling me that I can't do stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to find out what I can and can't do on my own. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's kind of what this one is. So yeah. But yeah, that's like a whole nother episode all on its own. But yeah, there you go. Fun times. Anyway, thanks for dropping in on this second episode of my vlogs. I kind of don't really know if you're enjoying these or not. I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. Throw a like if you do. If you do like them, subscribe if you do. Cool, awesome. And yeah, just stay tuned. Incidentally, I will be putting a lot of my story will be going on to my Instagram account. So my Instagram account carries my same name as my professional name, so it is NovaWing24. So just search NovaWing24 on Instagram. I'll pop a link in the description as well, so you can find me there. But that's I'm going to be detailing a lot of my journey. Is going to be detailed via Instagram more than Twitter or anywhere else, so just so you know. So there you go. Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in for me waffling along again on another little vlog, on my second vlog. Yeah. I don't really know how to finish this at the moment. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Take care. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.